All right, everybody. I am back on this Monday. Welcome to All Elite with Keeks. Another episode. This episode, we chilling today. I'm gonna talk about Dynamite. I'm gonna talk about what I need to talk about, but we chilling most of the day because Mother's Day I was on my level. I didn't prepare as much, so I'm like, you know what, we chilling. It may be meant for me to chill on this Monday. I wasn't there the week before. So we're here today. We're gonna get into some things. Now it's gonna be funny because everybody had their input on the rap beef, and I'm gonna put in mine towards the end. Um, whether you sick of people talking about it or not, but it's probably a monumental thing that happened in rap, especially if you're a fan of rap and hip hop. Now, I'm not doing a comparison rap and wrestling. I'm not doing that. That's because that's subjective. You had people who compared it to Sean and Brett. I haven't heard nobody compare it to Hogan and Macho Man. In my eyes, it's more comparable to Macho Man and Hogan, but that's a different story for another time. But we're gonna get into a little bit of Dynamite and Collision. I'm not gonna go into detail because again, I wasn't really prepared because I was turned yesterday. Um, but both of the cards was really good, and just I guess gonna point out some things that happened this week. Rampage was on a Saturday night. It's gonna be on a Saturday night after Collision again for this week. One second, y'all. Sorry, I had to tell my girls they was asking something. But Rampage is going to be on Saturday again. I actually kind of like the 3 hour Saturdays. Saturdays, not the weekday, but Saturdays. I actually kind of like it. It's not bad. You know. But welcome everybody. Hey Ayo. Hey Sean. So yeah, let's get into Dynamite and Collision. Mm. All right, so Dynamite and Collision, they both had Adam Copeland pretty much main event both nights. Adam Copeland in his 20-minute matches. Um, I did like Adam Copeland in a Kyle O'Reilly match, and I did enjoy Brody King. Um, Brody King is one of my favorites on House of Black. I feel like he should be the leader of House of Black at this point. No disrespect to Malachi Black, but he's just kind of not doing it for me. Um, and I prefer Brody King. So we have that. What else? The face off between Swerve and Christian on Dynamite. I did like that too. And it was poetic in a way because y'all know that Christian and Swerve was paired at All In last year in the UK, and now they're going to face each other at Double or Nothing. Um, but I did enjoy, I'm looking forward to this match at Double or Nothing. It's a great pair up. It's a great call pack. They can use the pass with this, though. And then you had Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta on Dynamite. Now that was a good match. That actually was a show stealer to me. It picked up the momentum of Dynamite to me between Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. But I knew it was not going to be over. They're going to continue this story. Trent Beretta attacked him after the match, did some damage to Orange Cassidy. And somebody pointed out something noticeable with their reign. Like Chris Statlander always comes out when Orange Cassidy is about to attack Trent Beretta. That is definitely a key thing to take note on. Because she does do that. Because when Orange Cassidy is getting beat, she don't come out. But if he's like retaliating against Trent Beretta, she does come out. So that is a interesting thing to pick up. Kenny Omega showed up at Dynamite. He spoke to the crowd. He was letting us know an update on his health and what's going on and things like that. And then, of course, he was attacked by the new elite, which is Jack Perry, Okada, and the Young Bucks. So you did have that. I did enjoy the match with Jay White and Rocky Romero. I love seeing Rocky Romero, and Rocky Romero is the key to the Forbidden Door. Jay White is still the can't even say it, y'all. Catalyst. The catalyst of wrestling. It definitely showed this week. So they still utilizing Jay White. I like when he comes out with the bat and the 3 belts. That's very, very cool. It looks good for his demeanor. It looks good for his entrance and everything. You can't go wrong with Jay White. Learning Tree. The Learning Tree. Let me take it to. The Learning Tree is growing on me, y'all. Y'all don't hate me. But I think Jericho found a way to reinvent himself again. Sorry. The king of reinvention. The Learning Tree works. This is the promo that Big Bill is doing. He is getting better. But I heard that Sammy's suspension is lifted, so stay away from the Learning Tree because I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to enjoy it. So, with Collision, you had Top Flight. Top Flight and Bryan Danielson and the BCC. That was a great tag match too. I did enjoy that. You know, people complain about both of these cards, and both cards delivered. Collision delivered and Dynamite delivered. So did Rampage. That's why I want people to stop complaining and just let things play out. You know, everybody complain about people not being utilized, and when they are utilized, then people want to complain. Like, we have a stacked roster. Y'all want the same people booked over and over and over and over, and don't want to utilize talented people that's in the back. That's what Collision is for. Let them utilize these people that's in the bag. Because, you know, these people are in ROH. These people are booked at Rampage. And, you know, they deserve to get TV time. So stop complaining. Just watch. Now, this new kid, Tommy, versus Dax Harwood, I like what I saw out of him. So I would like to see more out of him. I saw somebody said have him as the ROH Pure Champion. Hey, that makes sense because he was definitely wrestling very pure. It was giving real grabs, especially British grabs. So I want to see more of him in AEW. I don't know if he's signed or not, but I do want to see more of him in AEW. You have Will Ospreay and Lee Moriarty. I enjoyed Will Ospreay and Lee Moriarty. I want to, again, shout out to Shane Taylor's promotion because they are on the weekly top seller on their merch. People are buying their merch. People are taking Shane Taylor seriously, especially as a mid-card heel. And that's the perfect spot for him. Of course, you know, you can elevate him, but, you know, you need those mid-card heels, especially those that is very, very, you know, he scares me. I say it all the time. As nice as he is, he also scares me as, you know, when I see him. Lee Moriarty and Will Ospreay had great chemistry in the ring. And I did enjoy that. Also, you had Mongol Embassy because if you don't know, they did attack Swerve Strickland on Dynamite. They turned on him. They did a promo. They basically, you know, feeling like they've been left out, which rightfully so. They are in the right because, you know, it's like Swerve used them to get to where he is and then abandoned them when he got to where he got, which I will talk about later on in the show. So, you know, they was in action, they debuted, and then of course Swerve Strickland got his revenge back on them, which again I'll talk about later on in the show. And then after Collision, it was Rampage. You had Dalton Castle versus Trent Beretta. That was a good match. Also, Roosh did his debut back in AEW as well, and Roosh is calling out whoever wants to face him. Roosh is again, another great star. You know, Roosh take wrestling seriously. So I fear for whoever wrestles Roosh because, again, he don't be playing. So I'm gonna move on to the women that was booked. Quick little women business. It was Mariah May versus Haley. Haley did good. The potential is there. Once she gets more in ring work in and going, because she was confident, as inexperienced as she is, but it's something that you can do with her. So I definitely want to see more of her. I wouldn't mind seeing more of her in the ring. Serena Deeb did a promo in her, her hometown or whatever. She had a good ovation. She was just letting us know of her health or what was going on while she was absent in AEW. And she just letting it be known that she is going to be the next AEW champion. Toni Storm interrupted the promo. And, she was, I don't care about what you had going on. I am the champion. We don't want to hear your side story. The whole nine. So you had that. And then also you had promos from Mercedes Moné and also Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale, she's letting it be known that, yes, I respect you as a wrestler, but just because you are who you are don't mean that I'm not who I am. And again, Willow Nightingale has a great resume as well. We've seen the year that she had in 2023 coming into 2024. Sorry, coming into 2024. Mercedes Moné, unfortunately, she got hurt with the match that she had with Willow Nightingale. But we know Mercedes Moné's resume as a wrestler. She was Sasha Banks at WWE. And then when she went to Japan, she became Mercedes Moné. One of the, in my opinion, one of the greatest female wrestlers of this decade. So I'm excited this coming week. She has the contract signing. Thank you, Sandy. They have the contract signing this week between Willow and Mercedes. Now, I know people saying that they want this the main event. I'm just waiting on them to kind of make it to where it needs to be a main event. Like, we can't say that we want something to be a main event and it hasn't really got, the position to where it needs to be. Like, I can see it being like semi-main event, but as far as the main event, I don't know. They have to kind of pick it up a little bit for it to become a main event. Another thing that I missed that happened this week at AEW, we got the Team AEW versus the Elite. FTR chose the two members for the team AEW, which is Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston. So it'll be at the Anarchy match at Double or Nothing. So we got that going on. So Double or Nothing looked pretty straight. It looks pretty solid. It doesn't look bad so far. Of course, we know they're going to add more to the card. It's Memorial Day weekend. Nobody has no excuse to say, oh my God, it's too many matches. Baby, you don't have work on Monday. You're going to stay up. We're going to have a good time. It's the perfect weekend to have a wrestling pay-per-view. It's in Vegas. It's going to be fun. So we ain't trying to hear none of that, okay? Oh my God, Monday. It's on a Monday. Not a Monday, on a Sunday. You don't have work on Monday. You'll be just fine. On Collision, you had Thunder Rosa versus Robin Renegade. And I love me some Robin Renegade. I love Thunder Rosa. That's her student, one of her babies from Texas Indies. So I already knew they was going to have good chemistry. And I knew it was going to be a good match. Again, Thunder Rosa, she making an example out of Robin Renegade to let Deonna Purrazzo know, which that is a untitled story. That's an untitled story in the women's division that's coming. I am from Sweet Home, Alameda, Birmingham. Oh, okay. That's what's up. All right, Birmingham. Oh. right. All right, international. All right. So yeah, we had that going on. Rampage, it was Deonna Purrazzo and Lady Frost. And I like them. You know, they familiar with each other too. They wrestled each other in Impact. They wrestled each other in the Indies. So, you know, they got a good song and dance. And Thunder Rosa came out there with that chair. Like I love the storyline between Thunder Rosa and Deonna Purrazzo. Again, women business, a non-title story. We have one. So we bow. Okay. So yeah, that was my brief rundown between Dynamite and Collision. Again, I was turned yesterday. I didn't have no notes. Okay. So I'm winging it this week. And so you get what you get, okay? You already know how I am. So all right. So next subject, I want to get to the main topic. I wanted to talk about the Swerve angle. Now, as y'all know, that Swerve and Christian is facing each other. But I wanted to get into depth of why this is happening and where are they going with Swerve's title reign. Swerve has been champion for 3 weeks. He wrestled the first week straight out of winning the championship. They built something with him and Christian. Again, if you don't know, Christian and Swerve were tag partners at All In versus Darby Allin and Sting. Swerve is the reason why they lost the match. And Christian came out. And, he's next up for going against Swerve for the championship. The patriarchy. And Swerve thought that Mongol Embassy will have his back, and Mongol Embassy ends up turning on Swerve. And they had a promo after, it was online on the AEW account. And Khan was talking, and they pretty much letting it be, you abandoned us. You only call us when you need something. We helped you get to where you are, and you just left us for dry, which, they are in the right. And it has me thinking that this storyline between Swerve as champion, just because you got the gold, don't mean your past don't catch up to you. So you have that going on. So it's like, if you pay attention to Swerve promos, it's like he's trying to make a redemption of what he's done, but you can't undo what you've done just because you have the champion. Yeah, and then what he did to Nick Wayne, like Nick Wayne is Christian's son now, so you can't get out of that. Swerve, let's go over the things that Swerve has done before he became champion. We already know the stuff with Adam Page, and Adam Page was in the right. Y'all still got to remember, Adam Page was in the right on how he reacted and how he acted. You got Adam Page, what he's done to Keith Lee, what he's done to Nick Wayne, what he's done to Darby Allin, what he's done to Sting. Who else? Since Swerve has become Mongol Embassy, we got to backtrack of what he's done. I want to say that's it, but it may not be. I probably got to rewind, recap. I know Keith Lee, definitely. Adam Page, Nick Wayne, Darby Allin, AJ, AR Fox, not AJ, I was about to say AJ, AR Fox. Dante Martin. I want to say Dante Martin too. Or they can add from the Continental Classic. You have Jay White, you have Roosh, you have let's see, I would say Jay Lethal, but people would get mad. Shoot, John Moxley. You could add like the Continental Classic in there too. Um, Ricky Starks. You can add him in there too. It's the if you follow behind what Swerve to the point from where he was to get to this point, it does make sense that just because you got the goal don't mean what you have done can get away from you. And if you ain't paying attention, he's kind of mentally is in the same state as Adam Page was before he drove Adam Page crazy. If you ain't picked up on that. So that's what's going on, and it's a good story for him as champion. Swerve is over a lot. He's again merch sales top weekly, all of them, all his merch designs is top weekly. His demos are up. The crowd is behind him. So great champion. He's a great champion so far. He's a fighting champion, as you can see. He is scheduled this Wednesday to go against Brian Cage. So that will be an interesting. So he got two things going on. He got to fight Mongol Embassy while on top of dealing with Christian Cage. So he has things going on. Again, just because you got the goal, just because you got the victory, don't mean that your past can't come back, because your past always come back. That's a life lesson in all of us. You can't dismiss your past. You got to face it. And that's what he's doing in this title reign. He's got to face his past. Will Ospreay is part of his past. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's another stop in his past. So we got that going on. If you're in the chat, who would you like to see him face after Christian? After Christian, I wouldn't mind him having I wouldn't mind seeing Jay White back in that title picture, but I wouldn't mind seeing Roosh as well, though. Yes, I want to see him and Roosh. That's going to be deadly. That would be ungodly. That would feed families, actually, because Roosh take wrestling seriously. I like that. Roosh. I wouldn't mind Jay White. Yes, I wouldn't mind Jay White either. Redo it because Jay White was in that goofy storyline with that man with that scarf. So I wouldn't mind him redoing that. Who else is worthy of a AEW title shot? Moxley. Yeah, that's another good one. Let's see if we can get somebody that's not always at the title shot. Moxley's always at the title shot. Let's try somebody else. Jack Perry. There you go. There you go. Jack Perry. I want to see that. I want to see that. I was thinking that too. Jack Perry. I was seeing people saying Adam Copeland, but don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Lexi. Nick Jackson. For the title, I wouldn't mind like a regular match, but not for a title match. It will be good though. Ooh, I wouldn't mind seeing Swerve and Pac for some reason. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Swerve and Pac. We need Darby Allin to heal. Darby Allin keep hurting himself while he's hurt. Like he hurt and then keep hurting. Like how you get hit by a bus? How do you get hit by a bus? Like Darby Allin is safer in the ring than he is at home. Like he just first the nose thing. Now he I got hit by a bus, but I'm okay. And he's still on crutches. Like, that's another good one, Brody King. That's a good one. That's a good one. I wouldn't mind Lance Archer. I love Lance Archer. Brody King is a good one. I am. I'm enjoying Swerve. Like, you can't really say nothing bad about Swerve Rain. People trying to nitpick something, but I'm just like, you reaching. You reaching. You can't really say nothing bad about because he's fighting. He's over. He gives good promo. Merch is selling. Ain't nothing he can't do. So I'm enjoying it. Who else? Who else, y'all? Who else? Before I get on this rap topic, because we got to talk about it. If they let. Well, like I said earlier, you need a mid card heel, and Shane Taylor is the perfect mid card heel. Like Shane Taylor promotion, they'll end up getting that ROH Trio champion soon, but Shane is very essential to the mid card heel, and I like where he's placed because he always gets the TV time. He still have dominance. He doesn't look weak. No matter if he takes the L, he still looks strong. So I like where he's at. You still need your mid card. You still need people to be placed on what they supposed to do. I say it all the time. Like, you got to feed the top and the bottom. It has to be a balance. And the fact that they're trusting Shane Taylor with that position, it says a lot. He's reliable. And he wrestles like the rent is due. Okay. Lance should be in the spot where he legitimate. Yes, the only thing with Lance Archer is he's getting older, and he said it before that he can't wrestle all the time like he used to because he is getting older. So yes, but I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah. Yes, the way that they have Shane Taylor's promotions booked, it shows that they do trust Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor shows up to work. Shane Taylor is there, and Shane Taylor is reliable. And Shane Taylor is also a safe wrestler as well. As dominant as he is also a safe wrestler. So he's going to be booked as the pay-per-view soon too. Okay, but yeah. Big Bill is another one too. I would say Chris Jericho, but I don't want y'all to boo me. Y'all might start booing me. I don't want y'all to boo me if I say Chris Jericho. Ooh. Who else? Who else? Give me some good ones. I wouldn't mind seeing the Swerve versus Jeff Jarrett. Y'all might boo me for that, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. Jeff Double J. I wouldn't mind seeing him. Who else y'all might boo me for? It's so many. They got so many talent back there. Where is my guy? Hold on. Where is my guy? Oh no, not Double J. Yes, Double J. Bandito is another good one. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. It's my kids. My bad. I'm sorry, you guys, in the chat. Mother duties, mother code. One of them was having trouble with the door, so I'm over here giving instructions. But yes, Bandito when he's healthy. You remember, like, Bandito had a second surgery on his wrist, so hopefully he gets healed in time. to come back sometime this year. I wouldn't mind seeing Kenny Omega, but Kenny Omega is not 100%. Bryan Danielson would be good too. I wouldn't mind a Bryan Danielson. It's a lot of good talent that could face Swerve, but if they're sticking to like his development story as a champion, he's definitely facing his past. I don't know. I would say Keith Lee, but then his health again. So it's like a, so on and so forth when it comes to Keith Lee. But everybody else, they have a legitimate thing that they can do. They can use the Continental Classic. They can use, since Darby is out, you can't use Darby. Nick Wayne is Swerve versus Mark Briscoe. I guess you could, yeah. I guess you could do something with that. You can do something with that. Jon Moxley turns heel on Bryan Danielson to join with the New Elite. Jeff Hardy. For the AEW Championship, 2024 Jeff Hardy. 2008 Jeff Hardy.
Brother.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother. I'm sorry. That doesn't work for me, brother. Let's see. It's the. Oh, I forgot to mention they showed a video package of Scorpio Sky. They showed a video package of Scorpio Sky. So Scorpio Sky's coming back, y'all. He's so fine. Scorpio Sky. I don't know how y'all feel about Scorpio Sky, but I hope that he's healthy again. He's so, I don't want to call him injury prone, but the wrestling gods don't be on his side for some reason. I don't know. The wrestling god don't. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I want to see that too. That's a good one. Take a shit up. Don't do that. What about Young Bucks wants to do Shield with Jon Moxley? I don't think so. You can't do that. There's only one Shield. Okay? If y'all don't know, Shield is my favorite wrestling faction ever. They don't ones who got me back watching WWE at one point. It was because of the Shield. I love the Shield. If he's good to go, Swerve versus Kota. See, Ibushi, I don't know if he's good to go. I don't know what's up with Ibushi. I really don't. I don't know what's up with him. But this ain't the Ibushi I know or I've seen. Why ain't nobody said Dark Order? Y'all don't like Dark Order? Why ain't nobody said them? Is it beef? Why y'all ain't say Dark Order? Griff Garrison. Why ain't nobody said Dark Order? But y'all got some good suggestions. I like it. Okay. So keep Dark Order on ROH. That's mean. That's mean. Don't do Dark Order. You know what's the name is back with Dark Order, and I feel like that's the perfect time for them because they need a serious leader, not a serious, but somebody that they can take seriously as a leader. And he's the perfect one. You know, he's not in Rouge faction anymore. So he, when they did that BTE, he said that he was sorry to Dark Order, so he's back with Dark Order. So maybe they'll figure it out now. John Moxley wants to do Shield with the Bucks attack Kenny Omega. I don't know. It wouldn't make sense because Moxley really don't have beef with Kenny Omega. Like it has to kind of make sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Preston Vance, it was the BT, like the Dark Order's little, you know, they do their BTE segments now. And he was backstage and he was apologizing to the Dark Order. So he's back with them. And it will make sense if they make Preston Vance the leader of Dark Order. He has a look, he's big, he's tall, you know, he can be taken seriously, he can do a promo. So it's hard to replace Brody Lee. He's irreplaceable when it comes to Dark Order, but he'll be a good leader for Dark Order because, again, that was Brody Lee's favorite out of Dark Order anyway. So if they could just figure it out, then it will work. Because when it comes to AEW fans, and I can use the learning tree for an example, if it looks good and it makes sense, they will be behind it. AEW fans, usually you can win them over if it makes sense. If it don't make sense after like the second time, then that's when they be like, okay, this ain't it. So it has to just make sense for the AEW fans to be out to get with it. And if Preston Vance is what they need, then it will Dark Order can be back winning the crowd's, you know, favorite, win the crowd's heart again, like they once did before when Brody Lee was there, even when Adam Page almost was the leader of the Dark Order, they can win the crowd back again. And I feel like Preston Vance can be that push for them to be where they need to be as far as the faction. I'm not saying they'll be like the top wrestling faction, but they were the top mid-card faction at one point in time in AEW. So they can get back to that with Preston Vance. I do believe in that. If Miro learned to do a job, allegedly, I'll say him. Yeah, you know Miro don't want to lose to black folks. That's the word. He don't want to lose to black wrestlers, allegedly. Because he was the one that didn't want to lose to Hobbs. No, if anything, no, Yumbas, I don't see Yumbas joining anybody. If anything, people are going to join them, but I don't see them joining anybody. But yeah, we have this. So y'all, okay, so we're moving on, y'all. Okay, so we're about to have some fun. Now, everybody had their insight on the rap beef. We gonna get into some rap beef, okay? We gonna get into it. Look, if you wasn't entertained last week, I don't know what to tell you because it's probably one of the, I won't say one of the greatest, but in our generation, the millennials, 90s, but in the generation Z's, this was probably one of our greatest beefs that we've witnessed in rap history in a long ass time. Okay. Now I'm from the South. The last beef that I remember, people died, and that was Gucci and Jeezy. Okay, that was I'm used to people pulling up. I'm used to people dying around here. So nobody died in this. Okay, so it didn't lead to that, but it led to some other things. So rap beef, you had Aubrey Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Now all the millennials, especially the 90s and 80s, we knew this was bound to happen. They knew this was bound to happen. Everybody knows this has been a thing since 2012, okay? It's been leading to this very point. It could have been a 3, like a handicap, but You know what I'm saying? Some people want to, I'm sorry, I don't want to. You know, people was, they hit the scram, they hit the, J. Cole said zoinks and ran to the left. Couldn't have been Big Crit, but that's another time. That was crazy to me. But yeah, this wasn't all of a sudden a thing. I went to YouTube not too long ago. And it was this oh, shut the door, booty. Thank you. J. Cole doing the yes, this is definitely what hip hop needed. Definitely what hip hop and rap needed. If nobody learned anything, rappers need to kind of step their pen game up and take it seriously. But if anything happened, we knew it was going to lead up to this point, and it was bound to happen. We just didn't know when it was going to happen because they've been throwing slugs at each other since 2012. It was this one YouTuber. He put all the songs together that Drake and Kendrick has been throwing shots at each other, like just consistently throwing it. And I was listening to songs. I'm like, dang, I didn't realize that was about him. Like the first verse of All of the Stars, and after Black Panther, and I'm like, he did say that a little aggressive, but I didn't put two and two, but it all makes sense now. Like few of the stuff I knew it was about each other, but it was just certain songs that I didn't have no clue of who it was about. Because some of the stuff that Kendrick was saying, I thought it was towards Big Sean at one point when when him and Big Sean had their little riff rap. And then with Drake, you never know who he's talking about because he's talking about everybody. So, but I knew when certain things was directed to him. So we knew it was gonna come down to it. And to people that was like, why nobody reacted like this with Drake and Pusha T? Because Pusha T is not Drake's peer, okay? Drake and Kendrick are peers. That's why it went like it did. Like they're peers. Like just because, and I said on Twitter, just because I said let me see you Pusha T, don't mean I'm gonna listen to him because I don't listen to Pusha T. Like I know him from clips and stuff like that. I know like a little thing, but I knew it wasn't gonna make a big effect like it is with the Drake and Kendrick because again, that's not his peer. He's a good rapper or whatever, but that don't mean that's his peer. It's not. But Kendrick is his peer. J. Cole, you can say is his peer, but not really because J. Cole kind of needed Drake for that number one. Sometimes you gotta pop out. You gotta pop out and show them. And that song, and I love that song. That song is everywhere. People been dancing to it. I have. I'm one of the ones that helped it get number one. But let's talk about it. I feel like this had to happen. It did. And if anything, I hope Drake definitely have to do some cleaning up. Definitely got to clean up some people that's in his camp because, like you just said, Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? And you know me, I did my research. The man is charged with the same charge 6 times. Why is he still around? Like literally, like he ugly for one. Like if y'all seen that, have y'all seen what Baca look like? He ugly. Ain't it like he look like he bite trees or something? I don't know. He is so ugly. And he do have a weird case. 6 weird cases. The same 6 weird cases. I don't know why is he still around. And if you don't know the law, he only served 6 months because the victim chose for her own safety to not testify against him. And she chose to, I guess, get a name change and she moved out of Toronto. So that's why she only served he only served 6 months of that sentence. So you got to keep in mind sometimes, it's up to the victim sometimes if they choose to move forward or sometimes some victims just choose to move on with their life. And I think it's the case for her because she's not even listed on the documents. Like, she's named anonymous. Like, she doesn't even, she's protecting her image. She's protecting her identity because, she's really, fearful of him. She's not the only victim that's fearful of him, because the other one also is anonymous on the court documents, and also left Toronto, and got a whole change. So he's definitely a weird guy that don't need to be around, that needs to be under the jail. He definitely needs to be under that jail. I got my own story, but I can't say. But yeah, but he needs to be under the jail. Under the jail. When you sign NDAs, y'all, sometimes some are for eternity, some for a long time. Mine don't end until another 2 years. So just keep it like that. But anywho, I wanted to read out the lyrics to Drake's final response because I just thought, like, how do we get from here? Because I was like, did people just read the lyrics out loud? Because if you read it out loud, it's just like, what the heck? Okay, so let me put the lyrics up. I'm about to read one of them. Okay, let me see, because I'm gonna see it from my phone because it's small. The first one, he say, hold on, let me see which one I want to read first. Okay, this one he say, but you a piece of shit. So this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you go see me on a sex offenders list. Of course not. Aubrey will be on there. Easy does it. You mentioned a minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left B flat, B major. I'll slit your throat with a razor. First of all, you thought you left B flat, B major. First of all, I'm musically inclined. You meant C minor. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as that. No such thing as a B sharp. It is you mean a C. Natural. But the part where he says Drake is not a name that you're going to see on those sex offenders list. Of course, they will not put your rapper name on a sex offenders list. They're going to put your actual name on a... Let me go to the other one. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play. You probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage. But now I understand why this angle that you really messed with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking younger girls, I promise I've been arrested. R. Kelly said the same thing. I'm way too famous for this shit you just suggested. Bill Cosby also said the same thing. See, you never too famous. That's what famous people usually kind of do. Famous people are weird. So to say, I mean, we saw, that R. Kelly interview. R. Kelly literally said the same thing. He said that to Gail when, the whole, y'all killing me. The y'all killing me. As long as you black, you're never too famous. This ain't got nothing to do with Blake, because they punishing all weirdos. They, they punishing all weirdos. Because when I first heard that, I'm like, reading Drake this song lyrics make him look so bad. That's what I'm saying. If you read it out loud, you'd be like, this makes not a lick of sense. Let me see. Let me see. What he say? And then the outro part was even funnier to me. He said, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be worthy of a competitor if I was really a predator. I'm gonna say that again because you would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator. And you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor. But it is what it is. Like he just said it would have been nice if I was a predator. Like, let me see. Hold on. And then he say, you definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't exist. I'm gonna say it again. We finessed you to tell everybody that we are pedophiles. We finessed you to tell everybody that I've been texting Millie Bobby. We finessed you to tell everybody that I like underage women. That's what he said. We finessed you. We wanted you to tell everybody that I like underage women. You see how that's you see how they didn't think this through? Let me see. I'm about to it's the more. I feel like it's the more hold on, let me see. I'm on Genius right now, y'all. I'm on the hold on. What's the other one that I thought was funny? No, the one that was funny when he said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody come get him a Grammy right now. That sounds very jealous. Like, what? Who says that? My mom came over today, and I was like, "Mother, mother. Wait a second." And then he said, "What did he say?" Hold on. The mother eye is funny. The 69 God has. He said, stop buying views and bot comments. You may as well keep the paper. When have y'all ever known him to he don't even be on social media. We don't see or hear from him in like every 5 years. This is the most we have ever heard from him. And everybody knows that he don't do stuff like that. Be safe. Nigga, I'll see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me up if you need a favor. It just got bad, like. And then he said, I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game like you know. But just let me know when you're ready, when you're getting to the facts. That's how he said it. Nah, listen, I'm about to reenact the whole outro because the outro is funny to me. Hold on. I'm about to. This is how you know he was defeated. Not gonna lie, the shit was some good exercise. Like it was good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator. You know, he felt like he was crying, like he was defeated. Like, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody come give him a Grammy right now. So jealous saying that. Like, how you open a song like that? Let me see. This Ipson angle was the shit I expected. Why? Why, Drake? Why? Why? Why you expected that angle? Cause you a what? Cause you be doing what? And then he got Mother I Am Sober wrong. That was like it was look, this is when it was good. Like the this that he did was good. And then it just started getting bad. It was good, okay. The poster prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tape. I swear that I'm dialing. First I was arrested, so where's the proof of the trial then? Okay, that was good. Where's the paperwork or the cabinet is filed in? That was good. 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. Okay. The Montreal Connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you're getting your stories from, they're all clowns. Okay. He said the ones that you're getting your stories from are all clowns. He said that at first. That was pretty good. Like the first verse is good. I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor, and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you information. That's where it started to lose the plot. Because how you go from clowns fed you information to we plotted and gave you the information. See, this is why Kendrick said what he said, because if you really had some solid people behind you, if they would have heard this, they would have been like, bro, no. If I was like, no, first of all, you talking in circles. That's where he started to lose me at. Because how you go from the ones that you're getting your stories from, like all clowns, to we plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. Not the pedophile, but the daughter. That's all he cares about. Not the underage women, but the daughter. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in the Venice studio. It's a celebration. You got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient. See, I mean, he was doing good, even though it was a little hypocritical. He was doing good. He was doing good. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. I mean, it has Aubrey biggest day on there. Master manipulator. You bid on the speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. And then he just started losing it. He started losing it. Then that's when the whole it was just crazy. I just thought it was solid. Like I thought we was gonna get a good solid back and forth, but this song right here, because I listened to it earlier and I was just like, yeah, he ran out. He kind of gave up mid this. Like it was like you could tell family values because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That the family joint that he did, that was his big one. He did his big one with that. But you could say that that was his Family Matters, my bad. I said Family Matters. Family Matters, my bad, y'all. But Family Matters, you could tell he did his big one. That was a good song. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Family Matters was good, but you could tell that that was his missile. That was the red button one. I'm about to let me. You know what? That was his big one, but he countered it with the Meet the Grams and it messed up the whole mood. I wish I could record my reaction to Meet the Grams because I feel like all of us had the same reaction. Like it went from because I was listening like, oh my God, I had my blanket and I was just like, this is so dark. Oh my God. Hold on. First of all, he opened the beef with Dear Adonis. Like when I heard that part, I was like, oh my God. Oh, he's taking it there. Oh my God. I'm sorry that the man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa wore a condom. That is that's ugly. Like they were celebrating family matters for 30 minutes and he was just like, I'm about to shut this party down with this. But that just shows how good Kendrick Lamar is as an artist. Because as he said, he make music to electrify him. We could feel Meet the Grams. Like we could feel how depressing it was. We could feel how cloudy, how dark. Like the you can picture the scenes, and that's what Kendrick gives. He gives vision. He's a visionary rapper. He's a visionary artist. And it's been a long time since everybody was engaged in dissecting lyrics. I used to have a high school teacher. He was a hip hop head, and all we did was dissect Jay-Z and Lil Wayne lyrics in high school. And it was very fun, but it just showed that rap can be part of literacy. Rap is also a rhetorical analysis, especially if you are smart enough and also talented enough to, make it what it is. That's what makes rap so unique to me, a unique genre. And that's why I feel like I like when, people gatekeep rap because it needs to be gatekeeped. Now, not to say like, because different regions have their different way of expressing themselves, but it all, I say it all the time. I wasn't a Wu-Tang person, but Wu-Tang and UGK have the same similar stories in their rap. We just express it differently. Like Southern rappers is more on the surface. East Coast rappers, they say it in different ways, but we all are saying the same things, just saying it in different terms and different terminology and different signs, and we come from different regions. I know us Southerners, we are very stubborn and very gatekeeping of who we are. I understand why Pimp C was the way that he was when it came to Southern rap, because as people want to call us dumb, people want to say that our rap is dumbed down, but that's just how we express ourselves, our lingo, our slang, our culture, where we come from. Yes, you call us country all day, but this is who we are. Like Andre 3000 said, the South got something to say too. West Coast have their different ways of expressing themselves. East Coast have their way. Midwest have their way. But all regions, we all say the same thing, just in different ways. But I say that to say this because this week, I love Chief Keef. I love Salsa, and I love that he's doing better. You know, he's been clean from lean. He looks healthier. He can articulate. And if you're not into Chief Keef, I know Chief Keef is not like quote unquote a lyricist or anything like that. But the Almighty Sosa 2, this was drill on steroids. And he produced his whole album. Oh, I hate fruit flies. Oh my God. But he produced his Almighty Sosa by himself. And when I was listening to it, I'm just like, I don't know what he did, but this is a new drill sound to a different level. And that album, he was just letting everybody know that he got a lot of sons out here. And that is true. If you are a 90s millennial, y'all know how influential Chief Keef is, especially 2010 on up. He has a lot of sons out here. Chief Keef had people in Japan. He had the white community, them suburbs, white people dressed up as him with the bubble vest and the Louis. The y'all know he had people in UK doing drill. He had people in Japan doing drill. Y'all know Chief Keef is, whether you like it or not, he is. And when I listen to this new album, I'm like, oh, he definitely put drill on steroids with this one. So I don't know how you gonna mimic this new sound that he just did, but if you hear it, then you know where it came from again. Because the first time, when he came out with Love Sosa, I don't like was already a hit, but Love Sosa was different. It took it by storm. Like that sound that he did on Love Sosa was something different. But this one, if you listen to you don't even have to listen to. Now, if you do listen to the lyrics, he's being transparent in this album. Like he said some things. He didn't have a childhood. He didn't. Y'all know he's been in the game since he was 15, but he was in Chicago, 300, old block. Y'all familiar with old block because we had King Von and Dirk and all of them. He lived that lifestyle. He's definitely a victim of SA. I don't want to say because I don't want my YouTube to get flagged, but he's definitely a victim because, his first baby mama, she was at her big age. She was like 27. He was like 15. She got pregnant by a 15-year-old, and he had his first child with a 27-year-old pushing 30. She should be in jail. So he really didn't have no youth. And then on top of him losing his day ones, rest in peace, Fredo. Losing his day ones, been banned from Chicago for almost 12 years. He returns to Chicago for the show next month, but he can't come back after that. He's still banned. But they lifted that ban for him to perform at that festival that's in Chicago that he's headlining. So that's a good thing. I just, hope and pray that nothing happens, nothing goes wrong, and he'll be all right because, seeing Chief Keef turn, be 29, it's a blessing after everything he's been through. Some people are saying that Kendrick next diss track was going to be about Drake. I believe so too, because Drake was bragging about that too. Extension was on his neck. Okay. And Extension said on that live that if something happened to him, it was Drake. He said it. And but I'm pretty sure Kendrick does know about Extension because that's because people keep on saying that they was trying to remove R. Kelly and Kendrick was behind that, and it wasn't about R. Kelly. It was more about Extension because they was trying to take out Extension music, and he was fighting for Extension. And the blogger added R. Kelly, and then it made it seem like he was defending R. Kelly when he wasn't. But it was more Extension's music. The only song I really did like from Extension was Moonlight. I really love that song. It's a good song. That's the only song I like by him. I wasn't really listening to him like that, but that song right there, I did like that song a lot. I still do listen to that song. But yeah, so I say that to say you know, because people was like regional music is back. It never left. It's just that we was dealing with somebody that's so big like Drake. The rap industry finally got the person that they wanted rap to be based off of. They found that person that's a Canadian. So, you know, you got what happened this week. You had Gunna. I love Gunna. Gunna don't do no wrong. Gunna with the Atlanta sound. Chief Keef elevated the drill, Chicago drill. So it's gonna be hard to kind of copy this new sound that he's done with this new album. If you listen to Chief Keef, like Jesus, the energy on that song alone, that production is crazy. And I love 1-2-3. That and 1-2-3. 1-2-3 kind of reminded me of Lil Wayne a little bit. But that and then Megan Thee Stallion with her Houston flow. You know, Kendrick with the, you know, Not Like Us down in West Coast, like, and I would say Ice Spice, but that was loud. I didn't like that. I didn't like that Ice Spice. I didn't like that song. She messed up Give Me the Light. I love this song. She messed it up, New York. She's a pretty girl, though. Very pretty. She looks good in the video, but I don't like that song. First of all, because why is you yelling? Well, listen, like, bitch, why are you doing all that yelling? That's what when I heard that song, I was like, why is she yelling? I had to turn my head. It's the same, like, it's loud, like, Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married loud. That's how loud that song is. But yeah, so yeah, I just want to read the lyrics out loud. Again, this was an episode. This was a chill episode. I wasn't fully prepared. I won't be here next Monday. Producer will be out. So if he out, I'm out. That's just the rules. So you will catch me the other following week for another All Elite with Keeks. This is the month of my 3rd anniversary, so expect some new things. But thank y'all for tuning in. Again, I apologize if I didn't dissect like I usually do on my shows. Again, Mother's Day was yesterday. Y'all know I'm a mom, and I did turn up. And I didn't prepare for this episode. I didn't write my notes like I should. And so I just want to be a chill. Because I know a lot of y'all miss me. And I miss y'all too. But I will be back, not next week, but the week after. Because again, if he out, I'm out too. Okay, that's just how it is. I'm another Monday out. So thank y'all again for tuning in. Y'all be safe out there, and hit my getaway music.
First of all, there's no such thing as white-collar crime. And there's definitely no such thing as black-on-black crime. Crime is crime. Let me explain something to you. I don't care if you have a white collar or a tank top. If you rob me, I'm going to whoop your ass.